is today. Undoubtedly, credible, free and fair elections were held on June 12, 1993. However, the tragic irony of history remains that the administration that devised a near-perfect electoral system and conducted those near-perfect elections could not complete the process. That accident of history is most regrettable.
Finally, the truth is out after 32 years. This begins to raise a lot of questions. How come that this truth is coming now after 32 years? Even when a lot of people actually knew that this was the truth, but they can't speak out. Politicians will not say anything. Politicians will not talk. But finally, the truth is out that in that election of 1993, that MKO Abiola actually won the election, but they didn't declare him as the winner. This is related to what happened in 2023. In this particular video, we're going to dive deep to reveal politically a lot of things that have been hidden underground. Just pay attention and listen to what he have to say.
Yes, today, undoubtedly, credible, free and fair elections were held on June 12, 1993. However, the tragic irony of history remains that the administration that devised a near-perfect electoral system and conducted those near-perfect elections could not complete the process. That accident of history is most regrettable. The nation is entitled to expect my impression of regret. As the leader of the military administration, I accept full responsibility for all decisions taken under my watch. And June 12 happened under my watch. Mistakes, oversights, and missteps happen in quick succession. But I say in my book, in all matters we acted in the supreme national interest so that Nigeria could survive. Our nation's march to democracy was interrupted, a fact that I deeply regret, but Nigeria survived and democracy is still alive, a testament to our resilience and commitment to progress. This book is part of my personal story of that encounter with national history.
So now that he have confessed, what message is he passing to others? And he have decided to put the things he did in a book. All right. When a lot of people listen to him, people learn from him the things they want to learn from him. Different people learn different things from him. And one of the people that actually learned from him is the current president of Nigeria, President Tinubu. And you will hear what Tinubu said, that he learned from him in history. That he learned history from him. And what kind of history? Political history. What do we mean by that? The history on how to win election. Just pay attention and listen to what Tinubu said before we continue.
We learn history from you, from the concept. Thank you.
You can actually hear him clearly where Bola Ahmed Tinubu is actually appreciating him for setting history for them to follow, for doing and showing them how to do politics for them to follow. And what kind of politics is Tinubu playing? What kind of politics is the president of Nigeria playing? How did he become Nigerian president? This will take us to 2023 election on how Peter Obi actually won election, but he was not declared the winner, and Tinubu was declared the winner. So if you read in between the line of his statement, you will get to understand that Tinubu is actually telling us that he learned from this man. He learned from Babangida. He learned everything he did from Babangida. He learned everything he did from him, on how he was able to take over INEC, on how he was able to take over the Supreme Court, on how he was able to take over every offices that ought to be regarding to election that ought to contribute to the person that will win election. So he actually learned from him. And this one is a general matter in the public domain that in 1993 election, MKO Abiola actually won election. And if you listen to what Babangida said something that the reason he decided to annul that election is for national interest. And that is the same thing that Tinubu will still tell you, that the reason that they decided not to announce Peter Obi is for national interest. INEC chairman will still tell you the same thing, that is for national interest. The national interest only benefit the politicians and not the citizens. They say it's for national interest. The same thing they said during Peter Obi, that if Peter Obi become president today, all the politicians that are stealing money, all of them will begin to suffer. All of them will not begin to see anything they are seeing again, because by the time you bring a quotation that ought to be like 100 million and you inflated it to 900 million naira, 1 billion, you brought it for Peter Obi to sign. Peter Obi will not sign it. And according to him, that he said, if him did not take his own quota from the stealing money, nobody else will take. If he did not put his signature, nobody else will take. So because of that, they said, if this guy become president, then we are doomed. So they did everything they could do to push him aside. This was actually what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to tell you, that he learned from Babangida. You see, another election is coming in 2027. So I'm believing that he's still going to apply the same thing. They will do everything to benefit themselves. They will say that it is for national interest. And in few years to come, as Bola Ahmed Tinubu gets older, a day like this will still come, and the INEC chairman that helped him to become president, they will still come. They will still do a conference like this. Once they are getting old, when they are getting old, they will be confessing their sin. This was exactly what Gowon did some time ago, and confessed his sin, that what he did was for national interest, on carrying out genocide against the Igbos, against the Biafran. Once they are getting old, getting close to their grave, they will come and be confessing their sin. But let me tell you, if this is a sin country, nobody like this should be able to walk on the street. As they are confessing their sin, confessing what they have done, they will be put in jail. They're not supposed to see the sunlight, because they are the foundation of the problem we are going through. The present circumstances and happening in Nigeria is as a result of what INEC chairman did in 2023 election. Right now, Nigerians are suffering, but the president is telling you to be patient and wait. Meanwhile, he and his family, they are spending money looking for what is not necessary for them to buy. They are making a lot of money, taking positions and swindling money. And those people around him, they are not saying anything, because they are actually benefiting from it. When will this evil end in Nigeria? When will this evil end in Nigeria? For over 32 years, one mistake from one man put us in this problem. 32 years. A lot of people in this generation, most of them, they were kids. Some of them have not been born at that time. 32 years gone down the lane. Right now, Nigeria is still suffering it. And the current president of Nigeria is telling you that he learned from this man. He learned from Babangida, which means that everything that Babangida did is exactly what he wants to replicate. That's what he wants to do. And that is why it seems that Tinubu is a very smart politician. And I tell you, in 2027 coming, if anybody is even planning to do whatever they want to do, don't bother. Don't bother. Tinubu will become a president. If Tinubu can do what he did before he became a president, then he can do double while he's a president. Please, what's your thoughts? Kindly drop your thoughts right there in the comment section and share this video to everyone around you. Let's begin to reveal and expose the secrets of all those evil politicians. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Bye for now.